Hey guys, Quick and Quiz here back again with another video. This is going to be a different video than usual. This is more of a sort of video that needs to be made as opposed to wants to be made or that I want to make. It's about Article 13 and Article 11 and Article 12. The people that name these were really creative with their names, and it's basically like you can see here. Also, I'll put a link to the See, it's about copyright, this video is, and also I just realized by showing this page, I may be copyright striked. I don't know. But it's basically about copyright. For anyone that doesn't know what Article 13 and Article 11 and Article 12 are, it's basically this lovely, lovely thing known as the internet and YouTube and Google, once again being attacked and torn away. In my opinion, the internet is probably one of the greatest things of all time. Like, not from a millennial hipster perspective, but just from a invention perspective. It's really, really smart. It's not not used for smart reasons. It's used for very dodgy reasons and very stupid reasons, like selfies and Instagram. But it's a very smart thing, and I think it's the most innovative invention of all time, really. And it's going to, apart from AI, of course. And yeah, this video is going to be about Article 13 and 11, which are basically governments and corporations trying to tear away at this really amazing golden nest egg that is the internet. Now, you might be wondering why I've got these random pictures of Norway up in the background. I'll get to that in a second. This video was suggested by my good friend in real life and also fellow YouTuber. His link is going to be in the description. He said his point was this thing needed as much coverage as possible. My channel's got 2.4 thousand subscribers, so I'm basically famous, you know. But it needs as much coverage as possible, and you know, even if this gets 10 views, might be 10 people that haven't heard of it before, because YouTube could disappear as we know it and cease to exist as we know it. And basically, let me just set the groundwork. So you're going through. I got Norway tundra. Norway's a beautiful place. I want to see some nice photos of Norway. You know what I mean? You all get it. You know, Norway's cool. So you go into Google Images, type in. You can type in anything. This is just something that I happen to be looking at. Because I'd love to go to Norway at some point. You go here, and then you scroll down a bit, and half the photos you see are stock photo. I don't know if I'm even allowed to show this, but they've got this stock. What would that be? Watermark, I believe, is the name. You've got one here. You got one here. You got one here. But I don't even. Yeah, okay, you got one there. I don't even know what that was for a second. You got one here. Basically, over the course of, I guess, the last year, but I've really only just started to notice it over the last few weeks, and this does tie into Article 13. I've seen that more and more of these watermarks have been popping up on otherwise amazing photos. You know, you want to look at some amazing, awesome, beautiful, picturesque photos like that. What's the worst thing you could do to ruin that photo? Put giant letters saying Shutterstock. Oh, Shutterstock. Sorry, Shutterstock. Please don't murder me. Over it. I never really understood the watermark method. What's the point in it? It ruins the image. You might as well just not put the image up. But yeah, basically I've been seeing more and more of these. They've always been a thing, but I've seen more and more of these crop up. And you go through on some of these. I don't know if I'll find one now because this is completely raw. I really haven't got much of a script for this video. And you go through on these, and what Google Images has basically been converted. Let's just see. Yep, the mic is working. I thought it wasn't then. You go through here, and it's basically Google Images through Article 13 and Article 12 and Article 11, probably Article 10 as well if that exists. They've basically turned Google Images into eBay for photos. It used to be this amazing thing that you could go, you know, you could look at these, look at art, you could look at photos, you could look at somewhere you'd like to go to, you could look at the new Xbox console, you could look at a PC, you could look at PC builds, you could also look at some other things. And instead of that, instead of it being this amazing feature, this amazing platform, they've turned it into an auction for photos, basically. And I can't find one now. I'm trying to look, but some of them have genuinely got like a price tag on and a link to go and buy. I don't know how to find it, but some of them have genuinely got a price tag on. I was looking at the other day before I even came up with the idea or concept for this video. Some of them have genuinely got a price tag, and it'll say like, I was seeing like $50, $40 for one bloody photo, to basically receive the image without the watermark on and without this big letter thing here, photo search, ruining it. They're selling it for like $100. They're selling the rights to it, and that's not just to look at it. That's for people to share it in their articles or for videos like this. Fingers crossed I don't get destroyed by the copyright gods. And it's just become absolutely ridiculous what it's come to. You know what it's come to. You can't look at photos on Google anymore because that's how far copyright has taken it. They're literally, I can't find them now, but literally there was links. It was like bidding. There was links to buy the photo. And look, you can see half of these, they've got watermarks on. And this was just my example of it, what I saw, how far copyright is, how stupid it's becoming. And I thought that not many YouTubers and not many people bitching about this like I am, really touched on it enough, or touched on this side of it, and it's really, really annoying. It's affecting a whole ton of other things as well. But I'll also link. I won't explain what Article 13 and 11 and 12 are completely in depth in this video. What I will explain, I'll just give my opinion on it broadly, and I'll link. I don't want to show this article for too long because yeah, we're talking about copyright. I'll link this article that will explain it perfectly in the description. So click that at the end of this video. Now, it's difficult enough to succeed on the internet as a YouTuber, as a vlogger, as a Instagram thought. If there's one thing I am, it's an Instagram thought. It's difficult enough to survive on the internet, or make a living on the internet, or make a career on the internet, as it is. With the adpocalypse and with YouTube and Google going all family friendly and trying to turn itself into Nickelodeon. No swearing, no non-Christians, nothing. Praise Jesus. And if you swear, if you're not a vanilla soy boy manlet who doesn't swear, if you're not a Fortnite streamer, basically, you don't swear. V-Bucks come out. Oh my God! You're not like a manlet. You're not acting like a 10-year-old boy as when you're a man. If you're not like that, you really get scrutinized a lot. If you don't, if you swear, you're screwed. If you say you're screwed, you're screwed. If you're not a family-friendly Christian, you're screwed. It's really become, I'm joking a lot, but it's a serious issue. It's really become very, very difficult as it is to succeed, especially on YouTube, but on really any platform. Obviously, no politics. If you make a video about politics now or against politics, the video gets instantly taken down. We're not even talking about monetization. It instantly gets taken down. And it's very bad for people like me, game streamers like me, trailer reaction videos and YouTubers. What's he called? Is it Tyro Magnus? He's like the big reaction dude to TV shows and films. I can't remember. Big black dude, really funny, really entertaining. People like him, no more. It's very bad for trailer reaction videos. Reviewers say if they're reviewing a phone, reviewing a product, and the Xbox One X, 2, or whatever it's going to be called, the PS5 reviews, and it's very bad for all of them, and for streamers and people playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, because they don't have legal ownership of the core product. I don't have ownership of these images. I may have to take this video down. I hope that's all I have to do. In fact, see, that's got to be annoying if I show that. I may just have to show that. Screw it, I've already shown it for half the video now. Oh well. Pray for my souls, everybody. But they don't have core ownership of the product. I don't have core ownership of any of these pictures. I don't have core ownership of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I don't have core ownership of Red Dead Redemption 2. And as it is, right now, that's recognized as what it is. Streaming a game is free publicity. I'm not getting paid by Rockstar to stream Red Dead Redemption 2, but I do. And because of me, 10 to 100 people probably picked up Red Dead Redemption 2 because of me, because of a small channel like mine. A channel the size of Markiplier's, hundreds of thousands, millions in fact, pick up a game if he says it's really good and worth a play, So it's recognized, it's treated with some respect, not as much respect as it should be, game streaming in general. And I really believe publishers should be paying more YouTubers to stream that game because it is publicity. It's more effective than a trailer for that game is. It's gonna push more people to buy the game. Same with a reviewer. You know, no one's gonna buy the new iPhone. What is it? X? I don't know. It's the most consumeristic thing in the world. Um, but no one's gonna buy the new iPhone if there's no review videos out. No one's gonna buy the new Xbox if there's no review videos out. A few people will, because very few people buy the hype anymore sold by the corporations, the companies. They want to hear what, real gamers or real vloggers or real reactors think of it, you know what I mean? So it's very, I got off at a tangent there, but it's very bad for those kinds of people. Those are some of the best videos and the best genres on YouTube, in my opinion, because they're not only very good for the economy, for the gaming industry, for the tech industry, they're doing very good things for that. They're very informative, very entertaining, and yeah, like I said, they're just generating more and more money. Not in an evil way, but in a good way. And yeah, the problem is you don't have legal ownership of the core product. So if Article 13 and Article 11 and Article 12 come to pass, they haven't fully come to pass yet, but if they come to pass without any resistance, it's like the who's that Indian dude or like Eastern dude with the big, massive porn star lips, for lack of a better word. They put in like that thing in the US where you're not allowed to share memes and basically just kill everyone's hopes and dreams of a good internet. Absolute tosser. It's the same as that basically, but in Europe. So there's more tea and there's more crumpets involved. Um, it's basically just taking the fun away from the internet, but it's also got to sacrifice, like I was saying, from an economic perspective, it's sacrificing so much revenue for all these companies, sacrificing so much hype for all these products. I really can't see a plus side to it. It's hard to see a plus side to it. And people call it a meme ban, but it goes so much further than memes. I don't give a toss about memes. Unless they're, Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello there memes, then, it's the best thing in the world. Um, but it goes a lot further than memes. It's the core of it is to protect legal owners of something, but it really can have ramifications that once it's set, it's going to take years and years to undo and fix. Um, so that's years and years without gaming videos like mine. Years and years without, gaming videos from Markiplier or review videos from, what's he called? Random Frank P. Is it? He's one I watch. Linus Tech Tips. No more of that. Or very, if you want that, you're probably gonna have to pay. If someone wants to make a video of that, they're probably gonna have to pay for the rights to it, which is ridiculous. And yeah, it stands to reason that the best videos on YouTube, apart from like, Obi-Wan Kenobi saying hello there for 10 hours straight, even those, because that's copyrighted stuff. Uh, even that would be taken down. I would cry for a million years if that video was taken down. Um, but it sacrifices a lot of the best parts of YouTube. The only stuff that's gonna remain are the videos and the YouTubers and the Google publishers or ad publishers that are in the back pocket of the people that are trying to pass this law and this Article 13 regulation on. Things like the talk shows and the news shows that are very biased to one, the far left or the far right. I don't care about any of that. They're all the same to me. They're all in the pocket of the Rothschilds. But stuff like that, they're the only channels that would survive the freedom of speech channels, the ones that say, pretty much no bullshit and just give their opinion and they're not biased or anything, they're not being paid to sway one way or another. They'll get obliterated. It applies to sports channels as well. I'm not into sports that much, or watching sports at least. But I know a lot of people are. It's huge, obviously. People reacting to scores, to goals, to a live stream of a basketball game or something, that won't happen anymore. Or putting up an interview with a basketball player, or a best moments compilation of LeBron James's highlights or whatever. That won't happen anymore. That'll be gone. Unless you have direct ownership. Unless you make Red Dead Redemption 2, you won't be able to stream it. Unless you play in that basketball game, you won't be able to make a video of it. No one who's playing in the basketball game is making a video of themselves. They're just not. You see how it's kind of ridiculous to think about. Now, copyright's already a major problem for me, for streamers like me, for really anyone who games. Because I'd say about 7 times out of 10, if I want to stream a game, if I don't turn or do another video in a game, if I don't turn the soundtrack off in that game, I will have a copyright claim. I can bring up ones now. I did a Darth Maul vs. Obi-Wan Kenobi video the other day with the Duel of the Fates soundtrack from Star Wars, for anyone that knows what that is, with that overlaid on it. And I knew it was going to get copyrighted, but literally, I uploaded it, ping, I got an email on my phone saying it had been copyright claimed by Disney because it had a Star Wars soundtrack on. Even if I have to turn the soundtracks off on pretty much all games. Halo 4 is one of them. The old Halos protected against it. I don't know what the deal is with the new Halos, but Halo 4 is another one of them. I'd say 6 or 7 times out of 10, I have to turn the soundtrack off because they will copyright claim my video. That can sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes result in not only a video takedown, but a channel takedown, but usually it just results in advertisement revenue. My hard-earned ad revenue, which isn't super, super high unless the video gets tons and tons of views, obviously because I've got quite a small channel, quite a young channel. They steal it from me, and I don't use the word steal or stolen lightly. It's stolen from me, just because I'm using the soundtrack in the game. Just because the soundtrack, I used to do Star Wars Battlefront 2 videos all the time and streams all the time, and for like 7 months, I wondered why. Probably not that long, but a couple of months, I wondered why I was making no ad revenue from it when I was getting quite a lot of views. I was making no ad revenue from it. It was because we're claiming my ad revenue every single stream. The only revenue I was making was from far and few between donations that I got. They were claiming my ad revenue for every single stream just because the Star Wars Battlefront 2 soundtrack is Star Wars. It's the Star Wars soundtrack made by John Williams, and that's ridiculous. It's not like people are joining the stream to listen to the soundtrack. They're joining the stream to watch me play the game and hear my commentary. And this is only going to get worse if these regulations come to pass. It's only going to get worse. It's already very ridiculous and very bad. Another example, I haven't got it written down on a little note sheet right now, but it just springs to mind now. Do you guys ever wonder why Nintendo fell off the map? And now, their consoles are priced at £200 or $220 brand new, and they're really not doing well. It's because they banned YouTubers. They banned content creators and internet influencers from creating reviews of what is it, Nintendo Switch? I think it is, isn't it? You can't stream it. You can't, well, for a while you couldn't do videos on it. You couldn't review it, and then the only way you could review it was if you were like part of their partner program or something, which again, back pocket. If you were in their back pocket and probably paying them money. Oh yeah, and if you did do a video of it, if you were affiliated with them, they would claim all your money, not just from the video that you did of that Nintendo game, let's say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they would claim all of your ad revenue from all your videos. Now, it's kind of changed. You can do videos, it's kind of foggy, it's kind of like a gray area. Sometimes, if you're a big channel, they won't really mess with you if you do a video of it. But if you stream it, you're screwed. Your channel gets taken down. That's Nintendo for you, and that's why Nintendo went from Nintendo Wii, biggest console of all time, because it applied to a niche in an overall way. It applied to middle-aged soccer mums and stuff. Like, applied to everyone. Everyone could play a Nintendo Wii. Went from the best-selling console of all time to what is the Nintendo Switch is, which is the worst-selling console of this generation. It's awful. It's really not doing great. I'd love to get it if I could. If they would let me stream it, I would get it. I would stream the crap out of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because that game looks like the bomb. But that's just another example, and that's currently. We're not talking about that. Wasn't even included in Article 13 and Article 11. That's the current laws. We're talking about it getting even worse, and there's going to be things like link tax put in, where if you shared a link to another video or another post or another article, you have to pay tax. When in reality, it's just giving that video or that post or that article more views, more traffic. That traffic could convert into paying customers for some kind of merchandise or for some kind of product or something. Generates more money for the person who you share the link, whose link it is that you share. But no, we have to pay them to pay them, basically. It's ridiculous. Um, and it seems like whenever there's this massive evolution in technology or in anything really, there's always the moron with incest in the family and the eyes that go off into different directions and like a tentacle coming out the forehead, because that's basically what these politicians look like that try to pass this regulation. There's always that dude that wants to F it all up, F everyone's hard work up, and that's another case of this. And I figured this isn't my normal um, format by any means, but it should have as much, coverage and as many people talking about it as possible. Also, you guys, you'll have warriors. I can rally you. Like, don't enjoy this game, even if you do enjoy this game, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that game sucks. It's crap. So yeah, it is good. Yeah, I've mentioned all of my notes. I had 4 notes. I've got through them in about 25 minutes, so that's a record right there. But yeah, it's just getting ridiculous. I wish I could have found the one of the links. Have a look. Search them up. It's mostly you'll find it now. It's mostly on professional photos like this. Some screenshots, a lot of memes. You click on it, it'll have a watermark on it, and if you're lucky, you'll see it'll actually they won't even cover it up at all or be modest or humble about it. There'll be a price next to it. I was looking up photos of like Spanish beaches and stuff the other day, and it was like $79.99 for rights to the photo. So it's ridiculous. It has got bloody ridiculous. I really hope I don't get in trouble for showing all these photos. I don't know. I think actually no. I think I'm safe as it is because the watermarks are on. Currently, the regulations are if there's a watermark on, it means as far as I know, it's legally protected. But as long as that's on, you guys can see it. I won't get in trouble for it. But like I said, it's ridiculous and it's already spread over to Google Images. Take a look for yourself. I think it was actually Google Mobile. I was looking at it on. Maybe it doesn't show up on the web version of it. I don't know yet. But I just hope it doesn't spread over anymore, because you can say goodbye to channels like mine. You can say goodbye to the dudes with 17 million subscribers like Ninja. God forbid you like Ninja, but if you do, if you like this Fortnite videos and the videos of 35-year-old men having orgasms over new skins being added to Fortnite, then great. Um, say goodbye to that though. Say goodbye to it, because that's it. Videos like that won't carry on if this law comes to pass, which, it will kill Fortnite, but at the same time, it would also kill non-Fortnite channels. So it's a bit of both. It's good and bad. Then again, though, Fortnite's already been killed by Red Dead Redemption. Praise God. Praise Rockstar. And it could just get a whole lot worse, hence why I've made this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, unless you support this regulation, in which just don't. Just remove yourself from the comment section, please, because there is no defense to this, unless you're one of those politicians with the weird eyes and the tentacle out of the forehead, in which case I'll find you and I will force push you, obviously. But yeah, it could get a lot worse. More people need to talk about it because of that whole thing with in the US. I can't. What was it? General data protection, something like that. What they did with all the internet connections and stuff. I don't want that in the UK. I don't want that in Europe. Keep it in America. Don't bring it over here. And I feel like that people didn't make enough video. It came when people started complaining about it on the internet and talking about it. It was already too late at that point to influence, because there was so much corruption and a lot of the time the little people like us that aren't politicians and corrupt businessmen and yeah, politicians, they'd already had their way with it, and it was already it was definitely going to happen. But I think at this point, common opinion could still impact how the result of it and how the outcome is basically, which I hope is the case, because this is ridiculous. Not only should this not come to pass, Article 13 and Article 11 could go suck a testicle. Not only should these things not come to pass, but it should go the opposite direction. Copyright law should ease up, because I've seen plenty of people steal from other people, like Clean Prince Gaming. I'm really not a fan of his content. Don't look at his content. basically like a YouTube complainer about video games. This game didn't just die; it was murdered. He's that dude. You've probably seen his videos recommended. I think I watched a video by a guy called Zanny Vids, and he stole a ton of content from smaller YouTubers and clips and B-roll footage of like the Division and stuff. He never got in trouble for it. It's the actual violations of copyright, just fair use. And it was covering up like channel logos in the top of the corner and like watermarks and stuff. Straight, completely stealing this guy's content because he had less subscribers. He didn't really have a platform to retaliate against this Clean Prince Gaming douche. I think it was him anyway. I don't know. I don't care. But the actual instances of things being stolen and going against violating fair use and stuff, this isn't gonna stop that. It's just gonna get in the way that people aren't doing anything wrong. They're just trying to share Revenge of the Sith, I don't like sand memes innocently, to their heart's content, which is perfectly fine. But in all seriousness, if this comes to pass, it will ruin the internet and it will definitely ruin YouTube. You could probably say goodbye to most of your YouTubers or your favorite YouTubers, if this comes to pass. Anyway, thank you for listening to me rant. I'm sorry if I gave you a headache. Take a paracetamol or drink some water if I did. If you enjoyed, leave a like, helps me out a lot. I do need likes, it helps the channel grow massively, especially now more than ever. And let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video.